Kicking us off is Aylin Akintori. She's the new principal member at Oregon Venture Fund. She moved here from San Jose and was raised in Rwanda. She has an MBA and an engineering degree. In addition to meeting new people, she is looking for any resources related to diversity in entrepreneurship and venture capital.
Next, I want to introduce you to Bright Alozi. He's an assistant professor of Black Studies at Portland State University. He moved here in July from Pittsburgh and has a PhD in history. He is interested in grassroots advocacy for women, social justice causes, professional mentoring opportunities, poetry clubs, and giving back to the community.
Give a shout out to Brandon Baez. He's an assistant manager of prospect research at the Oregon Food Bank. He came here from San Diego in January. He wants to connect with folks who are interested in building a more equitable future. And he's also looking for new friends to go to Timbers games with.
Next, meet Colin Bell. He's a program coordinator at Workforce Southwest Washington. He moved here in May from St. Louis, Missouri. He wants to learn more about social justice initiatives in the area and is interested in volunteer opportunities.
Please welcome Michelle Carr. She's seeking a career in fashion and creative industry. She's a buyer and materials sourcing professional, as well as a creative assistant and project manager. She moved here in September from Columbus, Ohio. She's interested in philanthropy, sustainably related causes, and helping people of color.
Say hey to Tori Crane. She's an assistant professor of psychology at Portland State University. She moved here in June of 2020 from Fort Collins, Colorado. She's interested in building a personal community and connecting with partners in the areas of health disparities, diverse families, and workforce diversity.
Time now to meet Lauren Crenshaw. She's a research and evaluation specialist at the Native American Rehabilitation Association. She moved here in August from Phoenix. In addition to meeting other people of color, she wants to connect with people who are interested in health equity, health disparities, and community service.
Give it up for Crystal Crooks. She's a physician at Oregon Medical Group. She moved here in July of 2020 from Bristol, Tennessee, where she did her residency in family medicine. What she needs from the community right now is support and networking opportunities, so be sure to connect with Crystal.
Give a warm welcome to Sheila Danzel. She moved here in January from Shreveport, Louisiana. She's looking for work in the field of environmental health and safety. In addition to finding a new job, she wants to build community and fellowship. So if you have a lead on a job for Sheila, please let her know.
A big hello to Jessica Davis, a career advisor at Willamette University. She moved to Oregon in June from North Carolina. In addition to building genuine connections, she hopes to find other educators who are committed to equity work. Jessica is also looking for mentorship and volunteer opportunities.
Say hey to Malembe Dumont Copero. She's a project coordinator at the University of Oregon Institute for Policy Research and Engagement. She moved to Eugene in August from New Jersey, and what she wants from the community right now are references to small businesses owned by women of color and organizations working to support them.
Next, meet Faith Garnett. She's a DEI fellow at the Center for Equity and Inclusion. She came here from Washington, D.C. last month. She has a master's degree in conflict resolution and analysis. Faith is looking to cultivate safety and connection and to establish a home away from home.
Meet Giovanna Gerardo. She's an office assistant at Amber Wellness Group. She moved here from Texas in July. She has an educational background in exercise and sports science and hopes to make connections with professionals in the health and wellness field.
I'd like you to meet Martin Alberto Gonzalez. He's an assistant professor at Portland State University and moved here from Oxnard, California in September. He's hoping to meet folks who are interested in social justice work and those who are interested in working alongside marginalized communities of color.
Give a shout out to Isabel Abibo. She's the Black Cultural Competency Teen Librarian at the Multnomah County Library. She moved to Portland from Green Bay, Wisconsin in August. She's passionate about voting rights, environmentalism, education, and civil rights, and would love to work with nonprofits that champion these causes.
Say hey to Shannon Jones II. He's an investment analyst at RVK Inc. He moved here from Milwaukee, Wisconsin in August. In addition to making connections tonight at Say Hey, Shannon is hoping to further his professional brand.
Meet Shayla Cotadia. She's working remotely as the Director of Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion at Stanford University School of Medicine Human Resources Group. She moved to Tigard from Redwood City, California in December. She's looking for local connections with individuals in the justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion space.
Say hey to Margarita Lightfoot. She's a professor and associate dean for research at OHSU PSU School of Public Health. She moved to Portland in September from San Francisco. Her civic interests include social services, youth organization, and institutions.
Next, meet Lorena Mancia. She moved to Portland from Guatemala City in August and is seeking job opportunities in business management and strategy. She has a master's degree in re-engineering. If you have any job leads, be sure to connect with Lorena.
Say hey to Shakonda Murphy-Wilson. She's a career development advocate at Alchemy Code Lab. She moved here from Columbus, Ohio in August, and she's looking for recommendations on Black-owned businesses to support. She's also interested in mentorship for Black women and men.
Give it up for Angela Nelson. She's the new Vice President of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion at Travel Portland. She moved here in September from Grand Rapids, Michigan. In addition to helping to make Portland a welcoming community for all, she is interested in efforts involving women and girls.
Please welcome Jessica Ramirez. She also moved here from Oxnard, California in September. She's an adjunct instructor at Portland State University. She's hoping to build a community and connect with folks who are interested in social justice and mental health and well-being.
Please join me in welcoming Elena Robertson. She is the division president at Taylor Morrison. She moved to our area October of last year from Seattle, and she's looking to make connections outside of her professional life and is interested in AAPI civic groups.
Greetings to Kristen Rosario. He's a Master Gunnery Sergeant with the United States Marine Corps. He worked for Alpine Rose Dairies, Hire Our Heroes Corporate Fellowship Program. He moved here in January from San Clemente, California, and is interested in volunteering.
A big welcome to Jordan Shiviano. He's the Talent Acquisition Coordinator at Keen Footwear. He moved to Portland from Irvine, California last month. What he needs most from the community is opportunities to make social and professional connections.
Say hey to Maya Singh. She's a Practice Enhancement Research Coordinator at Oregon Health and Science University. She moved here from Philadelphia in August and is looking for recommendations on ways to get involved, especially with Pan-Asian volunteer work.
Please give a warm welcome to Nadine Sterling. She is a biology instructor at Portland State University who moved here from Williston, North Dakota last month. Nadine is looking to build community and her network. She's also looking for volunteer opportunities, so be sure to connect with her.
Give it up for Aisha Talreja. She's a local food, local places coordinator at a nonprofit called RARE. She moved here in September from Toronto, Canada. She's interested in volunteering with children from diverse backgrounds, as well as connecting with others in the nonprofit space.
Let's welcome Biko Taylor. He's the Chief Procurement Officer with the City of Portland. He moved here in August from Houston, Texas, and what he needs from the community right now is networking, social activities, restaurant recommendations, and fitness encouragement.
Say hey to Corey White. He's a fellow for the Pathways to Public Service program at the City of Portland Auditor's Office. He moved here in July from Eden, Oklahoma. He's interested in professional and volunteer connections, as well as volunteer and youth mentoring opportunities.
Last but certainly not least, meet Raya Zaman. She's a senior consultant at EY. She moved here in June from New York City. What she needs right now is mentorship from a fellow person of color in business.